Hi guys, thanks for clicking on the video today and welcome to episode 26 of Men's Grooming Weekly. I'm Elliot, a barber based in central London. I love hair, I love talking about hair, and this is what all this show is about. The new product I'm trying this week is the Sea Spray from Lush. My hair icon is Liam Gallagher, and we'll be talking about whether it's better to use foam out of a can or whether to lather up a soap. But first off, we'll be starting with my favourite TikTok from the last 7 days.
I think no matter what it is, if you enjoy what you do, you can pick it up quite easily because you can just keep learning, can't you? You can do something for 20 years and hate it and do nothing extra and still be in the exact same place, or you can do something for a short amount of time, really immerse yourself in it, and then go really far, can't you? I mean, it's how much effort people want to put into it, and how much effort you want to put into learning stuff, and it's the same for everything. The more effort you put into something, the more you get out of it, isn't it? Like that's just life, isn't it? I think.
And I know in my experience, whenever the more effort I've put into something, way more I've always then got back. And that's why I think I always try to do more as well, because I think just when you do more, things come back in your way. It doesn't go unnoticed. The more effort you put in, definitely you reap the benefits of it. And I think it's a good mentality to have. You might not think that you see the benefits straight away, but no doubt within the future and having that mindset, it definitely ends up being far more positive result for your life. And now the product of the week. And this week it's the Sea Spray Hair Mist from Lush. Now generally I love Lush products. I love that they're vegan. I love that they're cruelty free. They always use really good ingredients. Also love that you have the little sticker on the side which says who it was made by and when it was made as well. I think sea salt sprays are quite hard to get hold of that are decent. I think it's easy for them to go really crispy. A lot of them tend to go sticky. I use this and it has quite a sticky consistency when you're working it into the hands. I actually sprayed it into my hands as opposed to just spraying it into the hair. I often find that when you spray it straight into the hair, it ends up getting clumpy and heavy in certain areas. When you put it into the hands and then work it through, you tend to get much more of an even distribution. Had really quite a pleasant smell to it. I think it adds an awful lot of volume to the hair. I found like I could really sort of just set that up with the blow dryer and it just really got up there with a nice amount of volume. I think for my hair being a bit on the dry side because it's been bleached, it makes my hair a bit too dry. But actually if your hair is a little bit finer, a little bit softer, I think this would actually work great to get a nice bit of texture and a nice bit of body into the hair. I'd imagine if your hair's on the curly side, I think this would end up bringing the curl out quite nicely. If you use the diffuser on it, I think it would work very well. If you had the curly hair, I think you'd be able to blow dry this in, but then also a few squirts at the end just to be able to give it a little bit more body, a little bit more scrunch there. If your hair is thicker and it tends to be on the matte side ordinarily, then this is probably not going to be amazing for you. You're definitely going to have to use more of a finishing product at the end. I would actually say it's a little bit on the expensive side. I think it was about £13 for this 100 grams, but I'm definitely interested to try this on a few more clients in the shop. And this week's hair icon is Liam Gallagher. In at 5 is this longer, really layered cut. I love how it's almost a bit more of a centre part and just falls into the side of the face. Doesn't expose the forehead too much and just sits really flowing, nice and natural. In number 4 is this page boy look. I love that he's been able to change the style through the years. I think that's key to being a really cool person. I think this is a little bit too heavy at the back, but overall, real cool look. In at number 3 is this really early Oasis look. Very messy, very textured. You can tell it hasn't been washed for a few days. Really sums up the not caring of Oasis. Really just like 2 fingers up to the world. And with that stare, I just think it looks really cool. In at number 2, this is a real iconic GQ front cover for me. I love how it's really short, really very short in through that front area, almost like the little horns just either side where it's then covering up the bald spots, but looks way more like it's an actual look rather than it's trying to cover up his bald spots. Really textured top, thicker on the sides, and just a lovely silhouette to it. And in at number 1 is this look which I really consider to be like the quintessential Britpop look. Real thick sideburns, real long textured in through the sideburn area, long at the back, really short on top, really textured, really messy, broken up through that front area, and just really cool. And today's question is, why do you use soap and a brush rather than foam out of a can? And there's a couple of reasons. When you're using it out of the can, it comes out of there, it's very cold. So when you're then putting it onto the face, it's not preparing the skin great. Secondly, for you to squirt out of the can and then instantly foam, it's got to use a lot of chemicals, a lot of nasties. When I'm squirting the cream out into the bowl and using the brush and the water, it means the ingredients you can use in the soap are a lot better, a lot cleaner, and a lot more natural. I can then use warm water with the brush and the soap, which means then when I'm applying it to the face, it's also warming the face up. The brush then helps to lift the hairs off the face. For me, when I was younger and I used to use shaving foam, it always used to feel like it was a trial and I used to hate doing it. But now when I'm using the brush, the soap, the bowl, it's turned it much more into a ritual, something to really enjoy and to look forward to each week. So yes, if you just want to get the hairs off as quick as possible, then yeah, you can do that, squirt it on and then shave. But if you want to enjoy it and make sure and look after your skin, then using the soap and the bowl and the brush is far more beneficial. So there we go today, guys. Thanks very much for watching. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to drop me a comment down below or send me a DM on any of the social media channels. I am cutting hair in the shop, in the beautiful shop in Soho. So if anyone wants to book an appointment with me, I am here, ready to cut your hair. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Have a brilliant rest of your day. Much love, Elliot.